Hello, everyone. This is another one of my informal videos. This particular video is going to focus on continuing education. At SCC, really one of our larger sort of programmatic areas is continuing education. We serve somewhere between 18,000 and 20,000 students every year in this very large division. And to help us better understand what SCC does with continuing education, I have a friend here that's already here in Amy Chesley. She is our Dean of Continuing Education. Welcome, Amy. How are you?
Thank you very much, Dr. Illich. I'm doing very well. Thank you.
Good. So why don't you give us a quick overview of the CE division here at SCC?
Sure. The division consists of four departments. We have the Entrepreneurship Center that houses our focus suites. We have about 25 focus suites at our Continuing Education Center. We also offer coaching and support for small businesses throughout our region. We also have leisure learning, and that's all the fun stuff, crafts, hobbies, personal enrichment opportunities. And I have
a question for you.
Sure.
Am I remembering this correctly that at one point, and maybe we still have it, I think I saw a course on how to start a fire with just sticks you find on the ground. Does that sound right?
That could be. Nancy Holman is in charge of that program, and she's very creative, and she has a lot of new classes that begin every term. I don't get to see all of them, but that does sound like something Nancy would program.
Yeah, I'm impressed by how broad our topics are. What we absolutely know through neuroscience that it's important to have lifelong learning. You can actually add connections in your brain, irrespective of your age, if you're willing to learn new things and try different things. Sorry to interrupt. Amy, continue, please.
That's right. We also have traffic safety and licensing, and this is a pretty large program as well. We have one of the largest driver's education programs in the States. We work pretty strongly with the Lincoln Public School System and also offer courses outside of Lincoln as well. So that's a pretty heavy program. We also offer stop classes in 3 counties, smart drivers, and driver's education training.
So in Nebraska, Amy, we call those type of classes stop classes.
Yes.
When I was in Texas, when I came here, almost 6 years ago, we would call that driver education. So okay. That's a new term for me, but that sounds like that's a pretty important part of what we do.
Yes, absolutely. And then we also have our workforce development department, and that's one of our largest departments as well. The types of programmings range for covers about every sector that we offer as credit programs in the college. So we have healthcare, we have trades and industry, we offer soft skills training, computer applications, and computer programming classes. We do a lot of partnerships and contract training throughout our 15-county area as well.
So if we had an industry like Kawasaki or Bison Industries, that they needed some specialized training, and really didn't need to have a person come and earn a certificate or a degree, but just needed some specialized training for incumbent workers, we provide that.
Yes, absolutely. Kawasaki has been one of our customers. Yes.
Fantastic. So one of the things that I've talked about in these videos is that, our mission goes beyond providing academic courses, and it goes beyond even CE, but we have a community component. Communities is our middle name in Southeast Community College. And so during these types of times that we're going through right now with the COVID-19 situation, we activated what we call Community Action Task Force to leverage our resources, our talents, to really help the community in lots of different ways. And we've got our Culinary Institute that's providing about 100 meals a day. And that's just been fantastic to at-risk individuals. And my understanding, you came up with a very unique idea in terms of how CE can be helpful during this time to the community. Why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah, so along with my team, we have developed a few free opportunities for the community. We have a scrapbook/craft opportunity that we are delivering to the community. We have cooking classes that are being delivered, and not really classes, they're just more tips and tricks and show and tell. ask the subject matter expert questions, things like that, just to engage and to bring in the community, have a stronger community connection. And then we also offer small business webinars, free small business webinars to the community. We had a real successful one on Tuesday. We had about 51 people attend. And then we had somebody that was a marketer and also somebody that's a CPA that came in and kind of helped small businesses get tips on what they could do to survive during the pandemic. There's lots of resources out there, and they kind of talked about what you can do immediately to kind of help save your business, to help survive through the end of this. And then we also are offering a mental health for small business seminar. That's also being delivered to small businesses in the area. We have other things planned. I think we have a microaggressions, and you might even know what microaggressions are. I'm not quite for sure what that is, but we are offering a microaggressions course webinar for small businesses as well.
Sure. I think one of the challenging things about the current situation, you would never, a healthcare professional, maybe that's dealing with someone who's struggling with feeling isolated or having anxiety or maybe depression, we would never say to them, well, what we recommend you do is isolate yourself, social distance, stay in small groups, 6 feet away. So because we're actually we're under these orders, this is the time to leverage our technologies, which in this case would be a virtual CE course, to try to stay connected. It's super important for your psychological health to do that. And we're offering these at no cost during this particular time. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
Now, it's my understanding, Amy, that you wanted me to be involved in this endeavor by offering I guess a virtual course on woodworking. I would describe it as live edge woodworking with wood slabs. I dabble in woodworking, and I've recently really discovered the beauty and creativity associated with working with live wood slabs. Very, very interesting. I would love to do that. I will not say I'm an expert at it, but I've made a few pieces, and I really enjoyed recreating a sort of new life for the piece of wood as a tabletop or some other functional piece of furniture. That's been really fun, extremely interesting. You never know what you're going to get when you start, especially if it's what we call a compromised wood slab, which means that it has lots of holes in it. It might have cracks in it. It may have been eaten by insects. It may have had a lightning strike. And you figure out how to kind of restore it and turn it into something of incredible beauty. So it's been a lot of fun. Haven't had time to normally do some of those things, but now on the weekends with all the stress, if I can just take a couple hours to piddle at one of these things, I would love to share kind of what I'm doing and maybe have someone become interested in that. So you're doing some great things. Anything else you want to add about continuing education at SCC or anything else?
Well, we are all about partnership. So anytime that we can partner with any of our 50-some credit programs or anyone in the community, we have connections with a variety of associations and groups throughout our 15-county area. We are always looking at broadening them. So anytime we can partner, we are excited about that.
And I think you would agree that we encourage all of the industries, employers to reach out and do not hesitate to ask for our help and to be a partner. And we will do everything we can to help them during these challenging times. And of course, in the future, we also want to continue to grow out these programs. We're really, really an open access institution, meaning that we need to serve everyone, irrespective of where they're at. We're here for them. Anything else before we close this wonderful video?
I don't think so. Thank you very much for having me.
All right. Say goodbye to the college, Amy.
Bye-bye.
All right. See you later.
Bye-bye. See you later.
Everyone.